Hey Juan, nice to see you over here on YouTube. Yay, let's hope Nicole shows up. She's such a big help with moderating and answering questions over here on YouTube. Wonderful to see you. Let's get going over here. Hope that you're doing well and excited for our live call. And thank you so much for popping into YouTube. I love that. I'm so thrilled that we can show up on more than one platform. And let me get, oopsie, closer and closer. Let's see if I can get, yeah, closer and closer. Much better. Fix my chair. Hey, Natalie. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Nice to have you on our live call. Hello, hello, Hanoi. Hello, hello. So nice to see everybody here. It's Sunday afternoon in Santa Barbara. Hey, Michael. Nice to see you. And we have Juan over on YouTube. Susan, so great to have everybody. Elsa, yay. We're starting off with a great group. Audrey, everybody, welcome, welcome on a Sunday. For everybody who's new, I'm Julia Loggins, a gut coach and colon therapist of over 40 years. I've been teaching gut health since before gut health was a thing. And I'm a colon therapist. This is not medical advice. Nicole, hi, love. I've been thinking about you. I hope you're doing well. I'm here with Nicole, my ride or die, who is a gut and kidney expert as well as a life coach. Michael, you are a fan of you're leaving us hanging. Thank you for my gift badge. That's so kind of you. Thank you, thank you. Hey, Paige. Nicole, I'm so glad that you're here. I was worried that we weren't going to get to have you today. Hello, everybody. I'm so excited to be here. And today I actually have the link at you got off fiber gummies and you're even better. Yes, yes. Let's hear it for the people in the back. Off of fiber gummies. Yay. That's how it's done. That's how we get well. Yay, 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 yay. Nicole, thank you. Glad it was a busy day and that you're good. Michael, that's so fantastic. I really appreciate that. That's great. Hello, Photobug, Susie. Nice to see you. Hello, Helen. Oh my gosh, so nice to have everybody here today. Hey, Penny. Hello, Elsa. So great to have Lauren. Hello, hello. And we have Juan over on YouTube with Nicole. So that's super exciting. And hello, Just Happy. I'm happy to have people who are just happy. Super excited to answer all of your questions today. Great to be here on a Sunday afternoon. I'm in my clinic. My dogs are sleeping. It's been a long week. We are happy to be here.
And Michael, I love your comment about getting off the fiber gummies because you all know how I feel about too much fiber. They were actually a huge problem. Yeah, they are. I should do a post just about fiber gummies. That would be a good one, actually. I sort of sometimes think that I am just, you know, over and over again, just beating a dead horse with how much I constantly talk about what fiber can do for people with inflamed guts. But then when I get a comment like yours, I know that it's really important for people to keep getting out the information because, as Nicole said, nobody believes that it's true. Kay, hello. Yes, I saw your name. Wonderful to have you here. I hope that you're doing fantastic. I hope your protocol is working for you and that you're still doing better and better and better and better. I talk a lot about blood sugar here. I have a new blood sugar formula called Sugar Flush that instantly stops blood sugar spikes. If you don't know anything about it, check it out. You'll find it on my website. You immediately got better when you stopped the gummies. That is so important. And I am so grateful that you are sharing that with our audience. Thank you so much. For anybody who is new, if you have an inflammatory gut issue, fiber can make it worse. It's just think of it like sandpaper on a chalkboard. Make sure you learn your insulin resistant. Yes, absolutely. Everybody needs to be to understand what's going on with their insulin resistance. Absolutely. It is so, so true. And I'm so glad that you are doing so well, Kay. Kay, oh my gosh, thank you for the rose. It's wonderful. It's funny. Blood sugar is something that is one of those things that, when you're ready to hear it, you're ready to hear it. Because I talk about blood sugar a lot. I talk about insulin resistance a lot, but it's like, sometimes the light goes on and you're just ready to hear it. The connection between blood sugar and inflammatory gut issues and chronic illness and weight loss. It's so important. And I'm so happy to talk about it. And I'm super thrilled to be able to offer a formula that can help with insulin resistance. Nicole says, because medical professionals, yes, it is really, really true. And actually, gut health influencers are always promoting high fiber. I think it's really common to see on the internet that gut health influencers promote high fiber, especially if they really don't work with people who have inflamed guts, or they haven't had one themselves, or they haven't really worked in the industry for a long time. And I've been doing this for so long. And so, after 40 years, you see what works and what doesn't work. When I was young, I remember being taught, and it's sometimes the simplest things are the best, that we are not cows, that we don't have 7 stomachs, that we were not designed or to digest high fiber. And if you have an inflamed gut, you're just not going to be able to digest it. And more than that, you don't need it. You don't need tons of fiber to be able to go to the bathroom. If you can't go to the bathroom, it's likely that you have chronic constipation, which was the focus of a video I dropped this morning. It was one of those videos that TikTok offers me to be able to share because I shared it last year on this day. And it was such an important one, which was diverticulitis. The root cause of diverticulitis is constipation. More fiber does not make constipation better. And because I thought it was such an important theme, I shared it again. And it's just a really important theme because it's hard to imagine. I think being a colon therapist has given me such a unique opportunity to see what is actually going on inside of people and to see the impact. And Miss Haley, yay! I have Haley here. And Haley, I am so excited that, and I want to share this with everybody, that on the link at the top of my page and also over on our Happy Gut Tribe Facebook page, you will be able to see a sign up for our Friday free webinar on the connection between gut health and hormones. And now the sign up link is everywhere. It's at the top of this page. You'll see it over on Instagram. It's on our Happy Gut Tribe page. You will be able to sign up. It is free. It's at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 2 Eastern Time. And I am collaborating with two of Haley's colleagues who are experts in hormone health. And I'm so excited about that. I'll be talking about it this week. I'm going to do a video on the connection between gut health and hormones. So Haley produced this for us. She's making it possible for us. And I'm so excited to be able to share this. And Kay, I'm actually going to talk about insulin resistance and insulin and blood sugar, because blood sugar issues start in the gut. And that's another thing that is along with the high fiber, it's really not talked about enough, that blood sugar issues are digestive health issues, and we can definitely heal them as we heal our gut. I have a new formula called Sugar Flush. It is a form of silica. It's been used in Europe for a couple of years, and it instantly stops blood sugar spikes and balances blood sugar. It's totally natural. So I'm super excited about it. It's a great formula for people who are on a GLP to transfer onto, or for people who don't want to use one at all. Haley, you're so welcome. I love you so much, and I'm so excited to be part of it. I also want to give huge props to Haley's gorgeous graphics. Haley, when you check out the links at the top of my page or on our Happy Gut Tribe page, you're going to melt over the beautiful graphics, and that's all Haley. For somebody that's not a genius about things like graphic design, when I see the beautiful graphic like what Haley did, it's everything. Thank you, Michael. My gosh, that is so, so sweet. So this is not just for women. This is for men and women, our webinar. For all of you women who are there, you're going to be garnering information not only for yourselves, but for all the women in your life of all ages, but also for the men in your life. So please, this is not just for women. Men have hormone issues too. Oh my gosh, Michael, that is so kind of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I so appreciate that. And I really appreciate your sharing the light bulb that went off for you about fiber gummies. It is really a good post for me to do, and I will do it. Humble King, hey, thank you for sharing the live. Doc Martin, oh my gosh, thank you. And we have Nicole over on YouTube with Juan. So it's wonderful to be everywhere. I hope everybody's doing well. I hope that you've had a good weekend. I was seeing clients this weekend. It's been a month, and you're doing so much better. Oh, Michael, that is just literally makes my day. Thank you so much for sharing that. And I'm also so grateful to you for showing up and sharing that with everybody here who is new, who is struggling. I always have people, followers, new followers, come to our live calls or leave me private messages saying they just were diagnosed, or they are in a lot of pain, and they are scared, and they're not getting answers. And so when they hear about people who have healed, that they have done, one thing or a basket full of things to heal, it's just everything. You all know what it's like to, at the beginning of your journey, as Michael said, he was in so much discomfort. Yeah, it's demoralizing. It's scary. It's confusing. It's frustrating. And there's so much conflicting information out there. So the other thing is that if you have a serious gut health issue and you end up in the hospital, you may be released with no information about how to heal. Yeah, when your gut doesn't work, it affects your whole life. It affects your mood, which to me is like literally everything. It's why I called my second book, It Takes Guts to Be Happy, because if your gut isn't happy, we're not happy. You lost 20 pounds, granted you needed to, okay, but that is a painful way to lose weight, very painful. Eveline, thank you for being here. Sue, hello, hello. So nice to have you. Yeah, it's a painful way to lose weight. Oh my gosh. You know, much better ways to do it. So I'm so glad that you're doing better. It's really makes my day. And it is so true, Haley. As Haley said, it affects your whole life when your gut doesn't work, which is why. If anybody out there is in the middle of struggling or suffering, I created it when I was healing, something I call the life list, because when I was really suffering, I couldn't remember when I woke up in the morning what I needed to do during the day to make myself feel better because I was overwhelmed and scared. So I created what's called a life list. It was a checklist of the things that I would do that day to make myself feel better. Everybody has a different one. And I have shared mine before. I share it in my books. I talk about it a lot. You knew me. Very nice to have you. I'm glad that you have joined and wonderful to have you. So, if anybody out there wakes up and they're confused about what they should do that day, or they think, oh my gosh, yesterday I forgot to take my supplements or do my detox protocols, which are really, really important, or my castor oil pack, or something I promised myself that I would create or shop for or rest or do whatever, then create a life list and put it on your back. For me, I put it, it was a piece of paper and I put it on my bathroom door, so that I always had it. And when I was healing, I referred to it all the time. Um, and I updated it. Everyone's will look different. So it's like the people that you want to talk to when you are struggling. Who's going to lift you up? Who's going to support you? Who should you not talk to that day? Who should you absolutely avoid that day? What should you not do? Sandra, you have an except fine when you notate all the symptoms in food. Okie doke. Yeah, I agree. If you notate all your symptoms, food intake, day and times, an Excel file, gotcha. That's a brilliant way to do it. Food, it's sort of old fashioned way to say it is a food diary. So if you have a food and symptom diary, I love that it's on an Excel file. There's so many ways you could do that. That is so helpful. Did you do something like that, Haley? I think I remember you telling me that. Nicole is saying she's thinking about what would be on hers. On mine is, making sure I do my wheatgrass, my castor oil pack. I can give myself, because I'm a colon therapist, I get to give myself a colon hydrotherapy treatment. I don't have to find anybody to do it. That's always on my list. You like to make rituals with yours, right? And the rituals are so good. I have rituals on mine too. And they can be spiritual rituals, they can be affirmations, it can be writing in a diary. Whatever balances you, heals you, brings you back to your center. And when you are in pain, when your gut isn't working, we are just thrown out of our center. So that just becomes so important, as important as anything that you can do. It just takes you back to yourself, to trusting that healing is possible. And when you know how it is when we're in pain, it's hard to trust that. So I love that. Haley, do you want to share, if you can, any of the rituals that you do? Do you like candles? Do you do affirmations? I like to make sure I'm moving, taking a walk, getting outside is a big part of it for me. Taking a salt bath is also part of it for me. Always some form of colon cleansing, always, always, always. I don't talk about that a lot on my live calls, but I do on my consults. So if anybody wants to know what that means, we talk about that a lot on my consult calls. It is a huge part of healing. It's a huge part because, as I said in my video today, chronic constipation is a root cause of diverticulitis, colitis, and chronic illness. So I talk about it a lot. This is, step by step in my coaching calls. What salt do you recommend? Epsom salts are fabulous. Yeah, I love Epsom salts. Um, Honestly, don't spend a fortune on fancy bath salts. It's nothing with a smell, right? Maybe if it's a natural aroma like, um, lemon or, yeah, magnesium flakes, perfect. But, don't spend $50 on something that you're going to just put in one bath. Magnesium flakes and magnesium oil. You all know I'm a huge fan of magnesium oil. That's a big part of my own ritual. Magnesium is very calming, and when we take it in through our skin, which we do in a bath or in an oil, or spray, you can put it. I love magnesium oil. It was one of my big finds this year, and fulvic acid also. Yeah, thank you, Haley. These are all, they're not expensive, and you can, and when you do have some salt, stream locker, you want to use a good amount, like at least a cup or 2 cups. I like that. And then you want to really rub the salt all over you. Hello, my friend Joanna, Unlearn 16. Um, it's been wonderful to see your videos. Congratulations on your upcoming marriage. And thank you for stopping by and saying hi. Dreamlocker, yeah, you're so welcome. Oh my gosh, my friend Rebecca. Hello, hello, Rebecca. Uh, where did I put my hammer? Who is my friend Rebecca, who just came here, is the number one real estate person, real estate expert on this app. If for anybody who is interested in anything about real estate, follow this woman. I've just fell in love with her from the moment I saw her. She is so trustworthy. Her information is gold. Where did I put my hammer? It's my friend Rebecca. Follow her. Michelle, oh my gosh, thank you. That is so kind of you. I really appreciate that. I'm grateful to be here. Very grateful to be here. I was just putting together a video for tomorrow, one of those slide videos where I was going back and picking up pictures from when I was young. And as you probably all know, doctors told me I wouldn't live to be 17. So I was going back and picking up some of the pictures from that period of time. To think I'm 70 now. So to think that was a while ago, that I have outlived it now by, is that 53 years? I'm not very good at math. But I went back to pick up pictures from that time so I could walk people through the healing process, what I did, and that it is possible. And so thank you so much. I am so grateful every single day. I am very grateful to be here. I was never upset about becoming 40 or 50 or 60 or 70 because I was just so happy that I'm here. And also that I'm strong and healthy because, as you all know, so many people are not. And there's so much we can do with our own 2 hands to heal ourselves that does not cost a fortune. I didn't have any money when I was healing, and I really am committed to helping people heal in ways that do not cost a fortune. So, most of us have not won the lottery and need to be able to heal ourselves with practical tools. And I mean, even so many of the tests that I refer my clients to weren't even around when I was healing. So, I mean, there's so much we can do, and I love talking about it. And I'm grateful to be here. Dreamlocker, thank you so much. Shelley, so Rebecca, how are you today? How are all your pups? My friend Rebecca is a dog lover. We have lots of dog lovers here. Have you all been in love with the adoption dog content on TikTok? That just makes me cry at night when I see all those stories, because my dogs are part of those stories. And I also love talking about food. I want to talk about our Happy Gut Tribe Facebook page. Rebecca, I don't know if you've seen that, but if you are ever in a food rut, anybody out there in a food rut where you're eating the same thing over and over and over again, I get in complete food ruts. Go to the amazing Happy Gut Tribe Facebook page. It's an open page where Nicole has lovingly and time consumingly collected recipes, brands that we love, products that she has tested that are gut healthy. And if you are in a food rut, check out that Happy Gut Tribe Facebook page, and you're going to discover sourdough that's gluten-free, goat milk colostrum, what kind of bone broth to use, sour cream that is soy free and dairy free, what kind of coconut yogurt to use, Coco June, by the way. Um, I mean, so many cool things, and she's adding to it all the time. Mwah! Thank you, Nicole, for that. It is a treasure chest. And you also will see the sign up for our webinar on this coming Friday. You bought Dream Locker, you bought the 40,000 volts by Trace and coconut water. How much coconut water every day? I'm not the biggest fan of coconut water because even without any sugar, it has glucose in it. And we talk, I'm very sensitive to teaching about blood sugar balance to all of my clients because people with digestive issues have blood sugar issues very commonly. So I would say not more than one coconut water a day. Even if it is unsweetened, there is a level of glucose in it. Just like honey has almost as much glucose as sugar. So if you just drink water, you can make your own lemonade with adding lemon juice and monk fruit to it. That's how I make my lemonade. And then I put in a whole, big squirts of 40,000 volts. And I also put in trace minerals. I'm a big fan of trace minerals because we are trace mineral deficient, causes constipation and a whole bunch of other problems. Hey, Jorge, nice to see you. Oh my gosh. Hey, Sherry. Mwah. Nice to see you over here on YouTube. Hey, Scooby Doo. Oh, you got your monk fruit today. Yay. That's so cool. That is so exciting. I love that. So my favorite brand and Nicole's favorite brand of monk fruit is called Purisure. Purisure. I've done a post on it here, but you will find a picture of it and the link for it. It's on Amazon over on our Happy Gut Tribe Facebook page. Monk fruit taste. Yay, Dream Locker. That's so cool. Monk, MONK, monk fruit tastes exactly like sugar. It is zero glycemic. It will not rock your blood sugar at all. It's delicious. Oh, I put it in my tea, but then I forgot to bring my tea over. Oh, well. I did make a cup of tea, but I left it in the other room. I'm not going to go get it. It's so delicious, and I can't wait. Dream Locker, next Saturday or Sunday, whenever you come back, you have to give us a report. I use it when I'm not baking a lot right now because I bake for my kids and they're not home, but I bake with it. Nobody can tell that I haven't used sugar. That's what's so cool about it. It has no taste. Right now I use it in my tea. I drink green tea and I drink white tea. Both green tea and white tea have a little bit of caffeine. I'm not a matcha drinker and I'm not a coffee drinker, but you all know what I do with coffee in my clinic. And that is something I will talk about on my consult calls with you. Jorge, what do I recommend for coffee creamer? Not Coffee Mate. No, thank you. Oh my gosh. Anybody who's here over 50 probably knows what Coffee Mate is, like worst thing ever. And I also love my handmade tea from Nicole. Absolutely. So, Jorge, there's some good coffee creamers. Yeah. Laird's, Laird, Laird does a sugar-free with monk fruit. Not all of Laird's creamers are sugar-free, so look for the sugar-free one. Also, Nutpod, Nutpod. I have done videos right here on this page for coffee creamer alternatives. Nutpod is one. Laird's Naturals is one. The base that Laird's use is coconut, but they do have one sweetened with monk fruit. So look for that one. There's a picture of it here on this page with the video I did. It's great questions. Nutpod is another really good brand. Yeah, and they're pretty easy to get. You can find both of those on Amazon. And there are other brands. I believe that Malk, M-A-L-K, might make a brand, and Three Trees, which is another great brand, might make a brand of a creamer as well. One of my clients who is a coffee connoisseur, her favorite is Nut Pod. Um, and I also know, you can kind of find Laird's everywhere. I'm glad that they kind of got the whole coffee creamer thing going. Is any vinegar okay ever? Dreamlocker, it's nut, N-U-T, N-U-T pod. Yeah, like a almond or a nut, which is probably what it's made out of. It's made out of nuts. Is any vinegar okay ever? That is an individual question. We're talking about apple cider vinegar. And it's one of those questions that it so often spikes candida or yeast overgrowth that it's not something I wholeheartedly recommend, but some people do totally fine on it. I know that Haley does okay on it. And actually, I was out to dinner last night, and the chef made me a beautiful organic salad with a little splash of apple cider vinegar and olive oil, and I felt totally fine. I did not used to, though. I did not. My belly used to blow up like a balloon if I got vinegar. So I've just healed enough to where it doesn't bother me. Oh, my dinner was so lovely, Nicole. Thank you. Well, there's this beautiful, tiny little French restaurant in town that they just make food so beautifully. He made some veggies for me without onion and garlic. He made me a little side salad, and then I had salmon. It was amazing. White vinegar does well for you. Okie doke. Yeah. Everybody, is there a powder version? The powder version is called Laird, Laird. It's all over the Amazon. You just want to look for the one that has monk fruit, because some of Laird's, it's Laird Hamilton. He's a famous surfer, and he and his wife Gabby created a whole line of coffee creamers called Laird's, and you just want to look for the one that is sweetened with monk fruit. I think it says sugar-free right on it. And the base of theirs is coconut, and it's a powder. And I believe the nut pods are probably a liquid. So yeah. Um, and do I do intermittent fasting? Yes, 100%. And I've done it for, let's see, my youngest kid is 28. I've probably done it for um, 27 years. Yes, I love intermittent fasting. My last meal, I eat 2 times. I have lunch and I have a dinner as soon as I get home from work. And then I don't eat again, but I may have a protein drink or bone broth at the end of my evening. And the same thing when I wake up in the morning, I'll have 8 ounces of wheatgrass, and then I might have a protein drink at 11 because I'm working, and then I won't eat solid food till noon. Is FODMAP compatible with treatment? No. That's why I created the diverticulitis diet, and that is a great question. The reason I created the diverticulitis diet is because FODMAP does not go far enough at all for treating IBS, diverticulitis, really any inflammatory gut issue. Leave me a comment or a personal message, I should say. Hanoi, not a comment here. Everything flies by. And I will get you, I'll send it to you. You're having a flare and you're nauseous. So do you have a fever? Do I do intermittent fasting every day? I do. Do you have a fever? Because if you have a fever, Nicole and I want you to go to urgent care or the emergency room. If you are in a lot of pain and you have a fever, that's time for the doctor. You're recently hospitalized, Lenore. Oh, I'm sorry, but I'm glad you're here. Now you're only having mucus. Okie doke. I'm really glad you're here. All my videos, if you just go through all my videos, it will take you through the step-by-step how I help people heal. And that you can do a consult call if you want. But start with going through my videos. all of that. Your mom was diagnosed last month and she's back in the hospital. I am so sorry. Hello, Jade. Nice to see you. Yeah, Lenore, if you want to just speed up your healing process, do a coaching call. Wow, Nicole, I can't even believe it's 4:30. That's crazy. Melina, thank you for the follow. Um, so, yes, for anybody out there who is in severe pain and has a fever, it's time for the emergency room or urgent care. I would say see your doctor, but it's Sunday. So, therefore, that means urgent care or the emergency room. We just want to make sure that if you have an infection, you are going to get treated. Hey, Hot Pursuit, nice to see you. For the person whose mom is back in the hospital again, I am so sorry. Maybe she'll be open to doing a coaching call, um, getting her on the diverticulitis diet, on the protocols, on the supplements, because that's the way to heal. That is the road to healing. I've worked with thousands of people who are pain-free and symptom-free. For all newbies, please binge watch. Yeah. Are pre and probiotics good? They won't help you heal if you're not doing everything else. Starting with a prebiotic and a probiotic, you're starting at the end of the road, not the beginning. The beginning is a digestive enzyme and a diverticulitis diet and dealing with the constipation. XYZ help, let's do a coaching call. You can sign up at the link in my bio. Amal, you have SIBO, finished antibiotics, but have to incorporate supplements. Okay, most important supplement to incorporate right now, Amal, is a digestive enzyme with hydrochloric acid. That's how you got SIBO, from not having enough hydrochloric acid in your stomach. All those nasty critters just went on right on through because there was a red carpet saying, come on in. Anybody who has low HCl in their stomach, that's how these things start. Yes, colitis diet. The diverticulitis diet was created for anyone with inflammatory gut conditions. So yes, it's going to work for someone with colitis. For if you have SIBO, most important thing is to start taking a digestive enzyme after your meals, and that's how you can prevent it from coming back. If you would like help treating it and what you're doing isn't working, book a coaching call. What's my go-to soup? Do you know I don't do soups really? Oh, actually, bone broth. I do bone broth. Other than that, I stick with solid food because except for a cup of bone broth. And then maybe 20 minutes later, I'll have my solid meal. I'm not a big soup eater because the thing about soup is that if it has a lot of, most of my clients are protein deficient. So, if you have a soup with a lot of protein in it, like chicken or turkey, and then you have a lot of liquid, it's not going to digest. I never understood why, because I loved soup, why I was always so bloated when I ate soup. It's because the protein and then all that liquid did not digest. So that's the problem with soup. The only soup I drink is really a bone broth. That's the only thing. So if you're just having a cup of soup and then in an hour you're going to have your meal, okay. But yes, absolutely. You can send a private message it's called a DM, a direct message. And you can do that. You'll see like right under my name at the top of the page, there's a red box that says message. Just click that. You're a soup lover and you make soup. Yeah, Nicole eats a lot of soup. It's funny, I love soup, but I just kind of stay away from it because I need my protein and I make sure that I get that in. You drink your bone broth first thing. Soups are not bad, but just make sure that you're getting your solid food and that you're not putting your soups in the same meal as a solid meal. Where you're getting your protein, because all of that liquid is going to dilute your protein and nothing will digest and you'll bloat. You've been drinking 32 ounces of water after each meal. Oh no, I'm so glad. No, that it's like now all those digestive enzymes are just going to be washed away, and it's instant bloat and constipation. So make sure that you do all of your liquid drinking, even a cup of tea, at least an hour after you eat or before, not during. WGA, not sure what that means, but I'm not WGA. Rita, maybe you could spell that out. Um, butternut squash soup. Yeah, well, Nicole, there's nothing wrong with butternut squash soup. For me, it wouldn't be a meal, um, but for many people, it would be because I really need to get my protein. Um, um, and it's delicious. A chunky, slow, low cooked. Well, that's kind of, oh, Rita, good question. So the problem with a soup that it has a lot of cooked beef in it is that all that liquid is going to dilute your digestive fluids, and that beef isn't going to digest. And you're going to could trigger a flare, cause constipation or bloat. So that's different than a stew, which might have a tiny bit of liquid, a tiny bit of liquid. But if it's a big bowl, it's just not going to digest. You had carrot soup yesterday. Yeah, that's that's a sounds delicious. And just know that it's not going to fill your protein needs. You have digestive enzymes with HCl with each meal. That's great. However, if you're drinking it with a huge bowl of soup, it won't matter. It's still going to wash away. It's just all that liquid is going to wash everything away. Um, you're scared of having fiber with your protein. Um, Carrot parsnip soup. That does sound delicious. And I would have like a cup of that. I might have like a cup of that and then a half an hour later have my solid meal. I wouldn't have them together. Hey, Kimmy, now, I'm glad this is a great conversation because we're coming up to soup season. And so many people with digestive issues love their soups. So it's really important that digestive enzymes don't get washed away. And even if you take a digestive enzyme with your soup, it's going to get washed away. Hello, cowpoker. Nice to see you. Nothing wrong with that. Separate them. Right, exactly. Can you have sips of water with your meals? Absolutely. Oh, yeah, because you're going to need a sip of water to, digest your food or to like swallow your food and also to take your enzymes with. But yeah, like have your soup, whatever soup you love, and then an hour later, have your solid meal. That works perfectly. Just not having it all together. Is it better to take digestive enzymes with solid meals? Yeah, don't bother taking them with soups because it's just going to wash away. And that's so you want to keep your soups free of protein. A carrot soup, a butternut squash soup. Those things are going to digest. They don't have protein, but that's okay because you're not eating them for the protein. You're just enjoying the taste of them. So if you're eating, you want your digestive enzymes, especially with your protein meals. For that lovely person who talked about, minestrone. Although most people here are probably not going to eat bean soups. Bean soups are hard to digest if you have an inflamed gut, but certainly generally, if you're going to eat a portion of beans, you would want to take a digestive enzyme. If yes, you can have sips of water with your meals, but then just enjoy your soup. And then there's no bean in your minestrone. So it's just vegetable. It's a non-tomato base? I don't think I've ever seen a minestrone that didn't have beans or tomatoes. So of course, it's a whole Nicole version. And maybe we need a recipe for a bean-free and tomato-free minestrone. I didn't even know that existed. Melina, you sent me an email. Okie doke. Did you, wonderful. I'm looking forward to finding it. Why don't you also send me a direct message, just in case to make sure that I can schedule a session with you. You can, Melina, schedule a session directly, or at least you can sign up for it. over on my website, which is a click at the link at the top of my page, um, or cleansingforenergy.com. That also allows you to sign up. Nicole's recipes. Nicole is our own gut healthy Martha Stewart. She's incredible. So, yeah, you're working on some new recipes. In my newest blog, which I wrote today, Nicole, I invited people to send the beloved foods that they're not eating right now because they're trying to control their bloat and heal their gut. And I invited people to share whatever beloved foods they're not eating, so that maybe you would recreate that particular meal in a healthy way that they could still enjoy. And we still haven't heard any reviews from the soy-free, dairy-free sour cream that Nicole found. Explain why no tomato-based soups, because tomatoes are acidic. And as that is anything that is, and cooked tomatoes are incredibly acidic. That can cause gastritis, GERD, acid reflux, and it also can trigger a flare. So you want to avoid cooked tomatoes completely. If you are flare free and you have a little bit of a tomato because you haven't had a flare in 30 days, I had some organic heirloom tomatoes last night in a salad. I don't eat tomatoes all the time, but they were amazing. But I would not eat any cooked tomatoes. Can I look at tree line cheese? Okay. I will trust Nicole to get her eyes on tree line cashew cheese. We love goat cheese around here. So I think you all know that we talk a lot about goat cheese. And thank you, Nicole. Only 20 minutes left. Wow. Um, and oh my gosh, I'm looking over here, and Sherry's friend did the sucralose and her blood sugar went to 300. Oh, that is so, so scary. Oh my gosh, Sherry. Wow. And we were just here earlier with Kay talking about insulin resistance. That is just so scary. Wow. We definitely want to avoid sucralose. Yeah, Nicole, I'm excited to see what you think about Tree Line cheese. That's a brand of cashew nut cheese. You bought Coco June. Oh my gosh, that is everybody's favorite brand of yogurt. My um, son's wife is vegetarian, and they were coming back from their honeymoon a couple weeks ago, and I was buying some things to put in their refrigerator, and I got a whole bunch of Coco June for them. And she just loves it. So thank you so much, Nicole, for finding Coco June for us. I think you bought some too, and you really liked it. Hello, Pocky 1965. Nice to see you. Hello, Health Angle Kim. Allulose. No allulose. No allulose, no sucralose, none of those. No xylitol. Um, you want to use Purisure monk fruit. Congrats on their wedding. Oh, it was. They eloped, which I knew about because they eloped in May to my fairy godmother's house in Big Sur. She passed away the month before, but she dictated their wedding ceremony um, 5 hours before she passed. And so they read it to each other. And they got married at the top of the mountain on Big Sur, and the pictures are gorgeous. Um, and um, and they, I know it was so, so, so special. It was really, really special. And it's funny, my youngest and their partner eloped too. It was sort of a planned elopement, so we all knew that it was happening. My youngest eloped with their partner when they were living in Austin, um, just because neither of them wanted to deal with family dramas during a wedding. So they just decided to make it very, very special and sacred. And the pictures are amazing. So, Haley, I will be very excited to witness all the amazing pictures whenever you and Sean decide to do that. I know that you have dreams about where you want that to be, and I will be there in spirit. My godson has a very special partner, and we'll probably actually have an actual wedding. And it's funny, all my stepkids had weddings too, not my two. Um, Nicole says, so nice to see that someone listens to you. Oh, Nicole, that is so funny. We all listen to you. We all listen to you. And we love you. Yeah, it was. So anyway, it was fun to stock their refrigerator, and I took care of their plants while they were gone, and my goal was not to kill them. Um, and I think I succeeded. You can't do that when you have a new daughter-in-law. You can't kill her plants. It's not good. Um, so, uh, and actually, Haley, I will make sure that she knows about our seminar. She is a prime candidate for it. I think she might really, really enjoy it. I'm going to send her the link for it. I'm just thinking of that I will actually text it to her. I know. I think she would really love it. She's a yoga teacher in town, and I think she can share it with her community too. Do I do in-person sessions? You live close to SB? Oh, yeah. I have a clinic and I am here 7 days a week. I'm here right now. And so, yes, I do colon hydrotherapy, and I do consult sessions. Well, I don't do consult sessions 7 days a week. I do them 5 days a week, but I'm in my clinic every day. So yes, you can sign up you can actually sign up on the link on my website, or you can call my clinic, Melina, if you have something to write with. The phone number for my clinic, I never call my clinic. It's 805-506-4272. 805 506-4272. That's my clinic phone number. You can call, and I'll make an appointment. I do all my actual scheduling personally. Hey, Sam, our friends from Pangea Coffee are here, and I got to meet Sam and his gorgeous family in Santa Barbara. They came to visit me at the clinic. Oh, Melina, it'd be so fun to see you in person. I love getting to see my followers here. And honestly, there's nothing like an in-person session. And even better if we get to do colon hydrotherapy. It's the absolute, it's just the best thing ever. Something I don't talk about a lot here, but I certainly do in person, and I certainly do on my coaching calls. So Sam, it was so wonderful to meet you and your family, and for everybody, Nicole's and my favorite brand of low acid coffee is our friends Pangea Coffee Company. They're here on TikTok. They are committed to making a low acid, mold free, allergy free coffee. So we were talking earlier about coffee creamers. Sam, do you have any coffee creamer that you love and support? We were talking about Laird's. We were talking about NetPod. So Sam, if you have a coffee creamer that is not Coffee Mate that you'd like to share with us, you're probably more of an expert in this than me. Oh, yes, it is one of Nicole's oldest. Rebecca, are you a coffee drinker? We were talking earlier about coffee creamer alternatives. Do you have one you love? And I also want to introduce you, since you're here, and my friend Sam from Pangea Coffee Company is here. If you love coffee and you're looking for something that's healthy for your gut, Sam's company, Pangea, makes an amazing low acid, mold free, allergy free coffee that is delicious. It's the one that I suggest to my clients who drink coffee, because we don't want to put battery acid in our gut. We want to put a mold free, allergy free, low acid coffee in our stomach. And so if anybody else has any coffee creamer alternative ideas, send them on, or send them on to us on our Happy Gut Tribe Facebook page, because we're always learning, we're always collecting, and I love to share what we learn, and Nicole's always researching. So I think she has something to research now, which is cashew nut cheese. You love coffee, Jorge. I hope you are drinking Pangea, a low acid version. We do not want to drink coffee. It is if it is not low acid, because it is literally battery acid to the stomach. Um, it if you don't have an inflamed gut, yes, please look into it. You'll find it right here on TikTok. Pangea sells their coffee right here on TikTok. And we've talked about it on our Happy Gut Tribe Facebook page. If you're looking for a link for it, you'll find it there. I've also talked about it here, and I've shared links for it. But it's really important for us to share the products that we use, that we love, so that you can enjoy the things that you love. Once you go low acid and mold free, you'll really see a difference. Isn't that really true? I have a client who has struggled with diverticulitis for a long time because she loves popcorn. And when she went low acid and mold free, because I gave her a bag of Pangea as a birthday present, she said she is so much better. So when you go low acid and mold free, and there is a lot of mold in regular coffee, even organic, because mold free is something that they have to test for. It costs money to test. I test all of my products, and especially my protein powders for mold, with third party testing. Not all companies do it. It's expensive. And a lot of people don't know. It doesn't mean they don't care. It's just that they don't know. Third party testing is important. You want to make sure that whatever products you buy are third party tested. I test my products. Pangea tests their products. That's because we don't want any mold in our systems. Does my protein powder have any gums? You can check it out. And, I will say that, um, like guar gum, for instance, isn't necessarily a problem. I know that there's a lot of theories about that, but I haven't necessarily found it to be a problem. Haley has been using my protein powders for the last month, my all day energy and my protein power. She's very sensitive to things like that. And Haley will probably jump on and give you a report if you're interested to hear from somebody other than me. The same for Nicole. Norma, nice to have you. Oh, we've got 10 minutes left. So, Haley, what's your experience of my protein powders? I know that you really like the protein power, and then my protein power, my protein powder is your favorite. Oh my gosh. It really means a lot because Haley is very educated, very sophisticated about health products, and very picky. So I knew it was a big deal. When I heard from Haley, she did a review, Dreamlocker, if you want to check out my protein powders and read Haley's review. Haley's review of my protein powder literally made me cry. Because to have someone who is really educated about gut health love my protein powder, it was just really means the world to me. I don't sell collagen. I don't. Doesn't mean that it's bad. I just don't sell it. What I do, thank you. Oh my gosh, Haley, thank you. So, what do you think of the all day energy versus the protein power? I have Dreamlocker, two different varieties. They taste a little bit different. They both have some of the same ingredients, but they're a little bit different. One has more protein than the other. I often mix them, but I sent Haley both of them. Nicole says no one is more picky than her because she trained with Martha Stewart. I know. And I love that. You haven't tried it, you just received it, but you love the ingredient list. Thank you. I do too. My kids and my clients and my family had to test like 1,000 different formulas. The year that I was creating my protein powder was insane. We tested so many formulas that I didn't think I'd ever find one because I needed something that fit sugar-free, gluten-free, dairy-free, sweetened with monk fruit, and dissolved without lumps and tasted delicious just with water. That was my criteria. And then, of course, I made sure that it was mold free and allergy free. But it had to taste delicious just with water. I didn't want people to have to mix it with a whole bunch of stuff, because I created it for busy people on the go. Wow, we have 5 minutes left. That's crazy. Um, I can't believe it. So I am, thank you, Nicole. Hello, Fit Life with Mary. Hey, nice to see you, Mary. Nice to see you. I'm excited to see all of you on Friday. I will see all of you. Oh my gosh, Haley, that's so awesome. I will send you more. I can't let you run out now. The same for Nicole. I'm so excited to see all of you on Friday at 11 a.m. if you're in California. If you're on the East Coast, it'll be 2 at my seminar. My webinar. It is free. You'll find a link for it at the top of this page in the link, in my link, and you'll find a link on our Happy Gut Tribe Facebook page. And we are going to talk about the link between gut health and hormones. And I am super excited to see all of you there. It's a free seminar. Is cane sugar safe? No. You definitely don't want cane sugar. You don't want cane sugar. You don't want allulose, sucralose, xylitol, not even really honey. You want to be using monk fruit. And you can find it over on our Happy Gut Tribe Facebook page. You can find a link for it. So I will see all of you on Friday. And then, of course, back here, Friday is our webinar. Hey, Mary, are you signed up for our webinar on Friday? That is the webinar that Haley is producing on the connection between gut health and hormones. It is free. It's going to be on Friday. It's not here on TikTok, but I do have a link for it at the top of my page. We have a free giveaway that I didn't even talk about yet. We're giving away lots of cool things. We're giving away test kits for testing your minerals and your metals, which is so cool. It's 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time and 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then everybody in the middle can figure that out. And Mary, there is a link at the top of this page and a link over on Instagram and a link on our Happy Gut Tribe Facebook page. So yes, I would love to see you there. And I know it's so exciting. My audiobooks we're going to give away. We're going to give away a home test for minerals and metals. I want to get that, Haley. Yeah, so excited to see all of you there. And then we will see all of you back here Saturday and Sunday at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, as always, and over on YouTube. Hello, Lana. Hello, JPM. For anybody, if you have any questions for me, please leave them in a direct message. If you'd like to do a consult, you can sign up at the link at the top of my page. And I'm hoping that we get to see all of you on Friday at our webinar. It's gonna be awesome. I'm so excited about it. And maybe, Haley, maybe it will be the first of many. Friday, you will be there, Mary. Yay! I'm super excited. So tell all your friends. I'll be doing posts about it this week. And hello, pumpkin pie. I have a little puppy in my lap who said, Mom, it is time to get out of here and feed me. Yes, I'm going to post it over on, I have been posting it on Instagram, and I'm going to post it some more. I'm going to do a video about it. So we've got that as well. Haley is going to be talking about it. We are going to be talking about it all week. And then we're super excited about seeing everybody there on Friday. If you have any questions about anything, you all know where to leave them. Thank you all for being here. You are just the best. I love you all. I hope you have a really good week. and that we see each other on Friday, and then we'll see each other Saturday and Sunday. For anybody who is new, if you have any questions about your gut, just leave me a direct message, and I'll get to it tonight or tomorrow. And Haley, good night. I will talk to you really, really soon. Thank you so much for producing this amazing webinar. Thank you for your graphics. Thank you for your love and support. I love you. And Nicole, I love you. Thank you for being here. Mary, I love you. Thank you for showing up. Stephanie, you just jumped in at the end of our live. If you have any questions about how to heal your gut, just send me a direct message. And I will see all of you on Friday at our webinar. Love you all.